Hello, welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing by National Weather Service Pocatello for Wednesday, March 8th. It's a complicated and probably a long briefing, so please bear with me here. We got a lot going on. Here are our key points. We have moderate to strong westerly flow over the next couple of days. This will bring episodes of snow showers through Thursday evening. This means afternoon highs staying below freezing and slightly warming for Thursday. And overnight lows also slightly warming, but still a lot of single digits with some isolated below zero conditions. And then quiet for wind and numerous snow showers today, and then isolated snow showers on Thursday. So that is, as far as today goes, that is more snow than we were earlier predicting. And we actually have winter weather advisories in effect. There's also pattern change for starting late Thursday night. This is an atmospheric river event which brings in mild, moist air, which means lots of heavy snow in the higher elevations and a snow to rain changeover for the lower elevations, but still potentially some pretty good snowfall accumulations there. And also, this one's bringing some wind, and for an extended period of time, there'll be lots of drifting going on. We'll take a look at all of that in detail. So here's a satellite image. Our storm for today, you can see making its way in the cloud cover. And then the big storm out here in the Pacific will be swinging its way in, and that storm itself will be the one coming in on Friday and lingering into Saturday. Here's a look at the northern Pacific to see just a whole bunch of storms lining up. Here's one out just exiting Russia. Here's another one over the Bering Sea. And then here's our one for Friday, and here's the one for today. All right, so we are looking at snow likely today now. There are winter weather advisories in effect, mostly places like the Wood River area, Sawtooth area. We will look at that in detail. But as you can see, afternoon it should reach the Wyoming border with the southeast and eastern highlands getting some light snow as well. And then Thursday, a lot of this is late night snow that starts. So this is the onset of some moderate to heavy snow, like I said, beginning after 11 p.m. on Thursday night. The one exception to this would be the eastern highlands, where snow is likely all day as it lingers from the previous storm that arrives today and continues into Thursday. And then Friday is our worst. I mean, this is the storm of the month here. We are looking at breezy to windy conditions. We are looking at some winter storm warnings that will likely be in effect, so stay tuned for that. We are looking at probably seeing winter storm watches being issued this afternoon once most of our snowstorm today is over. You can see in the lower elevations, it's a rain snow with mostly, obviously afternoon rain changing back to snow, and light snow in Lemhi County as well. This could last into Saturday beyond 5 a.m., but not a super big chance. That's why this is widespread, slight chance of snow in just a few areas with a chance of snow. That would be the southeast and eastern highlands. And the South Hills is a chance of AM snow, but that goes away, obviously, by noon. And then Sunday, the next storm starts coming in, and so there's a threat. Most of this is later on in the day, but the best chance for snow is in the west. So the southern hills, the southeast highlands also, and then the Wood River and Sawtooth area. All right, so here's our outlook for today in our horizontal weather depiction. You can see all snow. Meanwhile, in western Idaho and in the Panhandle, they're getting a rain-snow mix. So let's see how the snow evolves. So this is from midnight last night to 5 a.m. this morning. You can see it's light snow. Again, the lightest colors here doesn't necessarily mean zero snow as it's labeled there. That's to the nearest inch, so it's probably a skiff to 4/10 of an inch of snow. Then once you reach the lighter blue, you're looking at half an inch to an inch, and then 2 to 3 inches for this third shade of blue. So not a whole lot going on last night, but it was starting to accumulate in the central Idaho mountains. And then later today, you can see that spreads south and east with a concentration now in the southern hills and eastern Magic Valley. And then by this afternoon, it's spreading all the way to our eastern border with Wyoming. And that's where the focus is, areas basically east of Interstate 15, especially there in the Bear River range of mountains. It gets up to as much as 6 inches. Then for the evening hours, for our area, it sort of lightens up a little bit, although still in the mountains southeast of Pocatello, it continues going at a pretty good clip. And you can see it's starting to ramp up again with more southwesterly flow in western Idaho and Boise's area. And then here for late night tonight, you can see it continues to go. This time it's sort of shifted now back to being west of Interstate 15. Here are the wind gusts this morning. You can see gusting around 20 miles an hour in the eastern Magic Valley, so that may help blow the snow around. In the evening hours, you can see, again, blowing snow around, basically in the mountains and even as far north as Pocatello. Could see some drifting snow. Here are the snowfall amounts. So this is from midnight to midnight. And so you can see we are accumulating some 1 to 3 inches of snow in the southern Snake River Plain and the eastern Magic Valley. Also some pretty good light snow in the central Idaho mountains and in the southern and southeast highlands. All right, here's how the temperatures will go today. You can see some temperatures starting to get above freezing. Still below freezing, though, once you get north and east of Pocatello. And then overnight lows, you can still see in the purple some below zero temperatures and a lot of teens. All right, here's Thursday. You can see some heavy snows possible, especially for the late night hours for us in some locations, and starting to see more rain and snow mixture, sort of trying to spread its way southward on Thursday. But not much snow for us. You can see here the previous storm was mostly around on Wednesday. It's starting to die out here in the eastern and southeast highlands, and just sort of some showers for this afternoon. And then here it comes, some light snow in the Wood River Valley and Stanley Basin during the evening. And then here it comes from basically 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. On Thursday night. You can see we're getting light to moderate snow just in that time period. And in fact, 10 to 12 inches in the extreme high elevations in the Sawtooths. The wind gusts, you can see it starts to pick up here. Some pretty good wind gusts. This is going to be blowing snow all around in the, again, eastern Magic Valley and some of the mountains, especially to the south, and even places like I-84 as it breaks off from I-86 going into Utah. Late Thursday night storms. Look at these gusts. This is pretty incredible. These are the gusts, so I would say if it's hitting close to 25 miles an hour, you're getting 50 mile an hour winds at the surface, which means you're drifting snow fairly well. So lots of snow being drifted, especially in the southern hills, all the way into the southeastern highlands. You can see it's windy even up in Chalice and Lemhi County areas. Here's the snowfall for all of Thursday, midnight to midnight. Again, you can see really hasn't quite started yet, so hasn't accumulated to much through the midnight hour on Thursday. But it's Friday again. Friday after midnight Friday is when it really starts to pick up. You can see on Thursday, temperatures are definitely in Blackfoot, and even Idaho Falls is approaching freezing. Blackfoot, Pocatello, Burley now all above freezing. Same with areas south of Malad City. And overnight lows not quite as cold, about up 8 to 12 degrees. And then you see the rain-snow mix and where the heavy snow is most likely to occur, where we might have winter storm warnings out in effect. So that would be the eastern highlands and the Sawtooth Basin and the Wood River Basin. All right, so let's see how that progresses. So this is after the initial start, and then 5 a.m. to 11 a.m., some pretty good snow, 5 to 6 inches there. Up above Sun Valley and in Galena Summit area, carrying all the way over into the eastern highlands already. Continues. You can see some areas where in the afternoon it does change over to rain. So it could be rain as far north as Rigby area, just south of Rexburg. And then things start to cool down in the evening. The snow starts to pick up again, 6 to 8 inches in some portions of the central Idaho mountains. And then here you can see after 11 p.m., snow is a lot less, but it has spread back to lower elevations. So the total snowfall, midnight Friday to midnight Friday night, or Thursday night to Friday night at midnight. Look at those amounts, huge amounts, 8 to 12 inches just in the Haley area. Ketchum, 12 to 18. Crater of the Moon, 12 to 18 over there. Similar amounts for the mountain passes, and then even down in the heavily traveled areas of I-15, you're looking at 3 to 6 inches, even in the lower elevations, in spite of the fact that it's changing over to rain. Here are the wind gusts on Friday night. So just tremendous wind gusts everywhere, blowing the snow around. It may still be kind of mild, and so if any sort of crust can form, it might reduce the amount of blowing snow, but and we'll kind of cross that bridge when we come to it, but be prepared for these kind of winds. All right, max temperatures, you can see we are much warmer, a lot of 40s on Friday afternoon. Overnight lows do, though, return to below freezing for every location here in eastern Idaho. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.